Okay, so my review for King of Scars. And, okay, I took a pretty big break from reading the Shadow and Bone series, and I'm going to reread King of Scars. I read the Six of Crows series first, then I took a break, read the Language of Thorns, took another break. Wait, no. After Six of Crows, I read Shadow and Bone, then I took a break. Then I read Language of Thorns, then I took another break, and then I read King of Scars, and... Okay, right now I'm reading Rule of Wolves. I've finished The Lives of Saints, which there should be a video on that, but yeah. And first off, King of Scars, it's not the most interesting book, and I think that it's very optional if you want to read this or not. If you like the series, then you should read it. If you thought the series was okay, you didn't really care about it, but you did read it, I don't know if you really want to read this or not. It's definitely up to you. If you like the characters, even the characters aren't really done well, and they chose some of the worst characters, like Nina. I wasn't a big fan of Nina at the end of Crooked Kingdom, but Nikolai's in here, and Nikolai's chapters aren't done very well. Nikolai's chapters aren't done very well at all, because you're not supposed to see inside of Nikolai's brain, but yeah. And then the Zoya chapter, I don't like Zoya. They tried to get me to like her with the backstory and stuff, because I do like backstory, but it just doesn't, I mean, it works, but I didn't like Zoya, so the chapters are like, and so this book is very boring, and like, when I was reading, I was entertained, but nothing was happening. Nina is walking in a forest the whole book. Yes, she's meeting people, but for at least this far into the book, Nina is just still walking in a forest, not doing anything. Her chapters do get a little more interesting at the end, but nothing's happening. She's just walking. Nikolai, for the first half of the book, is just in a kingdom, talking to people. Nikolai and Zoya, they're just talking to people. They're like, oh yeah, I forgot, yeah, I'm a king. So, I don't care about all the Nikolai stuff, or the Zoya stuff, and, yeah. But then we get to the second half, and this is where the book gets interesting. So, finally, from getting to the first half of the book, where nothing happens at all, stuff starts to get interesting. You got, Nikolai and Zoya are finally left the city. I'm not going to spoil it, but I am going to just say stuff like this. Nina's stuff is getting a little more interesting. She's still walking in a forest the whole thing, but it's better. I mean, it's literally called The Witch of the Wood, so, or The Witch in the Wood. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't even, okay, it's not even talking about Nina with that, but whatever. But then you got a new character, Isaac. Okay, well, cool. What's about him? Oh, he's the best character in the book? Nice. I don't want to spoil the ending, but... well, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's so funny. Matthias was my favorite character, and then Isaac is my favorite character of King of Scars. Isaac was just amazing in this book. Like, immediately, his first chapter, I was like, whoa, this guy's cool. And then the second chapter, this guy's really cool. And there's only 6 chapters of Isaac in here, but I feel like almost all of them are good. And even when he was starting to talk to the princesses, I thought that it was just like, even when he started talking to, like, that stuff, until I got to the end, when everything made sense about Isaac, and it's just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah, and the final Isaac chapter is the best chapter in this whole book, by far. Zoya and Nikolai, stuff is happening. I mean, the climax isn't really amazing, but stuff is happening. Nina, also stuff is happening, but that's still probably the most boring out of all of this. Although Zoya's and Nikolai's is pretty boring too. But everything with Isaac is just amazing. And, oh my god, it's so sad at the end. Like, I didn't care what happened to... for some reason, okay, I cared, but in Crooked Kingdom, a death at the end, okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I like those characters much better than I like the characters in King of Scars. But it's like, okay. In this book, though, like, it's not just a death, which makes it so good, is that there's so many stuff to this. And you literally have to read this book without spoilers. If you get the ending spoiled, your enjoyment of this book will just go down. I luckily was not spoiled, and you shouldn't be spoiled either. Just read it before you get spoiled, because the ending is just, oh my god. It's the best ending in all the books. But the whole book isn't good, so that's why it can't be my favorite book out of the GrishaVerse. I'd give it an 83%. So, pretty good. Not amazing, but yeah, it's pretty good. And, okay. Next up, in the next video, I'm going to talk about the Lives of Saints. I also have to finish the Harry Potter series, so yeah, I'll do that.